Vamos. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Truth in Plain Sight Live. This is your host Vika, and joining me today is our co-host and my good friend Celino. Welcome, Celino. How are you doing, brother?
Very well. How are you, my friend? A lot of people have been writing about all the information that we provide to the community, and has been very well successful, and it's very. I am glad to share with you this program.
Yes, brother. Welcome. It's nice to have you here. We flat earthers need to understand how horizon really works. Even before we could explain to any globers, we need to understand it better. And before we jump into this, we first have to take a look at how optics, our conic vision, perspective works. Right, Celino?
Right, because the base of everything is about the optical, the focal point, the escape escape point, and all that
A point of escape.
point of escape. Okay, let's do it.
Yep. So the lenses in our eyes, in cameras, in telescope, in binoculars, all works the same way. It produces a conic vision. It's like kind of divide our vision into four different parts.
Is my
Yes, you
screen.
are. Yeah, sharing your screen.
Okay, okay. Well, let me start from the first point. In any place that we see that is plain, by example, a park, we can check that, and everybody can do this kind of test. By example, I traveled to a park that is around 1,000 meters, and it's plain, absolutely plain. But this is not so exactly plain, because in Mexico the people don't put exactly in the same place the brick, but it's plain. We measured, and it's a place that we
Yeah,
used to do a test. Okay.
okay. It's like almost 1 kilometer. 1,000 meter is 1 kilometer.
Yes, but when you put your camera, you can see like a curve, that is not really there, because it's not exactly there. And we tried many different places, and we see this point of view all the time, because our vision is like this, you know, and the
Exactly. That
perspective
everything. Yeah,
perspective is
everything
the problem in our vision.
is like everything is converging to one point of escape, no? From the viewer's point of view.
Yes, you try to help me to explain. Okay.
Yes. It's like all the from right to left and from up and down, it converges one point. Okay, what we are seeing here, Celine?
We are seeing the park, and the park is plain. And anyway, there is a point where you just see the floor, because the light of the floor comes to your camera or to your eye. So it's not exact. Even it's flat. You see this going up,
Exactly, it's
and
rising. It's yeah. It's like it's rising to the eye level of the viewer,
yes,
whatever is from the
by
ground. Yeah,
example, we are in a flat plane, in a flat platform, a very small, 30
yeah.
meters, something like that. But if you put in plane the camera, you don't see the plane. You see this is going up, you know, this is going up
Yes,
to the horizon or to the point of escape.
exactly. And the sky is coming down.
Yes. So
And
to make it disappear, you need to do this. You need to push the camera, goes up until disappeared. In that moment, disappeared. you know.
Exactly. That.
And so
So that's
so what is the measure of the degrees of the horizon?
from 0 to.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need that the people understand that the problem is that everybody think is looking at the horizon, and the horizon is at flat and at 0 degrees, but it's not real because you are in some kind of hole. Your vision is some kind of hole, because when you try to see a place, you see all the world that is surrounded, even that you are in a flat position like this, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is the difference. So when you try to do this kind of experiments, you always see a curve, always see a curve. Even if you're
Yes.
doing some kind of test in a park or long point of views or whatever, you see a curve, because the curve is there because it's a problem of the optical, of the escape of point. All converge to the escape of point.
Exactly, because right now, even if this is flat, just because the camera is on the ground, looks like there's a curve, but it's nothing. It's straight. It's just that it's rising to the level of the lenses of the camera. No, that's why it looks like it's like a obstacle.
Right. When we goes to the sea and we try to check this by example is a globe earth fans. Okay, this is a video from made from a globe, you know, and he's trying to see. He said, we can see the chip, right?
Yes, it's
Yes.
because they think it's because of the curve, but that's
Yeah.
not the case.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
what is exactly happening?
Yes,
Yes,
he's trying to he think that this is beyond the curve. The curve of the Earth is in this horizon point. He said that is the reason
true,
because the chip disappeared. But it's a little weird because we know the chip is straight, totally straight. So if the curve is there, we must see the chip with some kind of curve. You understand?
true, true.
This is totally straight. So how works the curve? With the stairways? There is stairways there. You understand?
Yeah, yeah. It's
There is a stairway. How can be possible that the chip is going to disappear, but
beyond.
exactly right all the time?
And now it's not going more down. Is the ship is still there? It's
Let's
just
yes, we know. But the doubt is that if the curve is there, the chip must be not
tilted.
not straight.
Yeah, come.
Yeah.
Yeah, not tilted is called. Yeah,
Right. So this is a weird. Why happens that? That is what I will trying to explain.
exactly. And you should explain why is happening. What is exactly happening there?
Yes, we see at first that the water is flat when you stand up in the beach, and you see the water is flat, and you see all converge to this escape point. And this is a very difficult to see because you just see the air, you see the water, so you don't understand what are you seeing. But our view is more like this.
Conic, como cónico.
Yes,
Yes, it's
all of the things that are up down goes up. What is up goes down. What is right goes left. What is left goes right to a
right.
vanishing point. That
Yes,
is the
to
way that our vision works, and that
yes.
is the same way that works cameras, telescopes, and even cameras, also video cameras.
Exactly,
Because
and yeah, it's very important that the people understand this point that it's all converging to one point of escape or vanishing point.
yes,
Once we understand this, maybe we can understand better how exactly the horizon is doing.
Yes, people think that they have a perfect view because we have a 3D view. Yes, but our 3D just lasts 10 meters. After that, all the vision of the world is 2D. We see in a 2D like in a movie. It's just a straight. It's just a pictures. We cannot measure if something is 50 meters
Beyond
away
is you. Yes, we cannot. We just know see it there, but it's no comparison how you see in the
in
first 10
3D.
meters. Yep. Yes.
Yes. So this because our vision um, just can difference when the things are 10 meters or less. Uh, Only if you have a good eye, If you don't have a good eye, probably it's less.
Yeah,
Probably it's less.
that's exactly, and that's why it works like this. That the things near you are bigger, looks bigger than things away from you. That's why, because of the same conic vision.
Yes, everybody knows the buildings are straight, but we don't see it straight. We see the buildings going to the left or to the right.
Right.
If you are in some city that you can see buildings, you see the buildings moves like are not straight. You said, but that are
True.
straight.
True.
No, the reality that are straight. So this is the problem that the people that discuss about the horizon normally doesn't understand that even if you think you are looking some strange point of view, you are looking this vanishing point.
True. True. That's why. That's why also you can see the planes going down to the horizon and the ship going up to the horizon. You see? True.
Yes, right, right. You can measure the horizon. That is a very important thing. You can measure because you can know how much this. You can measure this. By example, we try to do an study looking at the sea. So you are seeing this picture, right? My
Yeah.
friends are looking at these pictures.
Yeah.
0 degrees. This is perfect. We are using dioptra. Dioptra is some kind of way to measure the degrees about your point of view, and it's all connected to the horizon. So if you stand up straight at the beach, you put your camera 90 degrees, exactly, and
Yeah.
you see 0 degrees. Okay, you can do this measure with other kind of instruments, but well, everybody can have a cell phone and can try by himself using the dioptra application.
Yep.
I did recommend to everybody that is a flat earther or not, use this to prove his ideas. Okay, we use
Exactly.
this all the time.
Great tool. Yeah. Great tool for observations and measurements.
Okay, but this is not 0 degrees because you are looking at these pictures. In half of the pictures is covered by sand and water. So this is not real. This is not zero.
True. As your conic vision work, this shouldn't be zero.
Yes, yes, this is zero, but this must be here at zero. Zero is the floor, not the half of the picture.
Yeah.
You understand?
Correct.
My friends
Yeah.
understand?
Correct.
And this is
Yes.
this is because our point of view gets up everything. Because we know these lines are straight and we are in the same level, stand up in front of this guy. But we see this going up like a wall, like a mountain that is building up. It's building up and covers everything that is out there. Is far away.
And comes to one point that even if it's there, but you don't see, right?
Right. Even if you don't see.
And
So
but it's
so
there.
what are you looking at here is just that the limit of the vision. The limit of the vision is there and hides everything is out there because this is goes up. This is not zero. If this is zero, must be here at the floor, and you see everything perfect. But our vision is not perfect. Behind 4 kilometers, 4.5 kilometers, even in a perfect day with a glory eye, an eagle eye, must be 5 kilometers. Nobody can see after that. Maybe Superman, but Superman is not part of our investigation. So we are just talking about real people, and real people
So,
see this at 0 degrees. But
so what?
but
Yes.
when you do this, when you do this, don't forget this. You can
Yep.
measure the horizon. Goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, and you can measure the horizon. That is amazing because you can know exactly what is the size of the mountain that is hiding your vision to other things that after that point. So we did it, you did, everybody
Yes.
did, and we try to measure. We try to measure in several places, in different places in Europe, in America, to the same time in Latin America, and we send people to Mexico, to the beach, and we measure in different times and different point of view, and we did this minimal study. And what we discovered is the horizon measured between 22 to 24 degrees. To make it disappear, to put the camera around 22, 24 degrees. This is
And
not
then you are aligned with the horizon. Yes.
Yes, this is not an exact number. By example, here 20%. This is not an exact number because we use different phones, so are not exactly the same technology. The days can be different, so
Yeah.
it can be more clear day, more dark day, so it's a little bit difficult. By example, in this day that is cloudy day, the horizon disappears around 20.
20 degree. Yeah.
Yeah, in a very clear day, in places that weather is nice, we see the measure is around 22%. And in some places, even it's 23, 24%. Depends of the camera that you are using or the clearance of the
The
day.
refraction. Yeah. The atmospheric refraction. Yes.
So we try to measure this. I don't know if you can talk.
Yeah.
I would try to do
Yeah. I wanted you to show the diagram of the sun you have, the two with the two suns. You remember you were showing in the another one, which shows that if you are beyond 22 degree, you don't see the sun even if he's there. You remember which diagram I'm speaking?
yes, looking at my.
Oh yeah, yeah. This diagram, what I'm saying. So this should work not only on a beach. It should also work in desert, in the mountains, 30,000 feet. I think should it have the same phenomena that your vision blocks whatever is beyond 22 degrees. It just blocks. Even if it's there, you're not going to see it because your own vision is rising up and taking half of your vision from down.
I don't know if there are friends right now online that can do any question, but this is the reality. This is how works the horizon. You can be stand up here in the point A, okay, and
Yeah.
in the reality, you think that you see point B. You think that you see point B, right?
Yeah, but it's
But
not
it's
like that.
not real. You are seeing point C, and because all the light of the things that are there are going up, and the things that are more close to you are taking more part of your vision. Everybody can measure this. I am not inventing anything.
No,
Uh,
exactly that you think
for
you are
example,
looking at 0 degrees, but you
yes,
are not looking at 0 degrees. You are looking at 22 degrees, right?
but by example, this part of the sea maybe is 1 kilometer, and
Yeah.
this part of the sun is 10 centimeters. but this takes a lot of your vision. So everything is going smaller. It's going smaller. It's going smaller. At the vanishing point, everything goes there and just disappear. Just disappear.
True, true.
Even the sun. Even the sun.
Yes, but it's there. In reality, it's there. It's just that it's your own vision is blocking it.
Yes, your vision is blocking it because is something is, by example, here you don't see because all the things that are first cover your vision, and that happen exactly with the sun because you just only can see the sun is if 22 degrees or up.
Exactly. So what is happening? What you're seeing here is a viewer can see the sun till it's beyond 22 degrees, but once it's not going down. The sun is just moving straight. You see, if the sun moves straight, once it goes beyond the line, you don't see, but it's traveling straight in a line. Yeah, yeah, we got it.
Yes, by example, some people said, okay, where is the sun? The sun is 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 kilometers, by example. Okay, the sun is
Yeah,
5,000 kilometers, and some people said, okay, but if I take a measure, we must to see the sun, and they are thinking not right, not very correct, because if you are trying to see the sun, the problem is that is all the things that are first before the sun cover your point of view. So if the sun is not 24 degrees or up, you never see. You cannot see. That is because your vanishing point is 22 degrees. This is finally our vanishing point. Is where you don't see anymore. You just see the sun because it's huge. But when the sea goes and touch the vanishing point, you lose your vision about the sun. By example, in this example, some guys are recording the sun, but they are doing is this recording is tricky because they don't show to us that where are exactly stand up. They just want to show the sun disappeared at the horizon, and this is right. They are right, but the sun is not disappearing at 0 degrees, like in
exactly.
a curved air or round earth. Is disappearing to 22, 24 degrees. So it's still there. It's just going after.
Exactly. The opaque light of the objects before the sun is reaching you before than the light of the sun. That's why
That
it's blocking.
that is
Yes,
the
yes,
reason because we see the sun so huge, not small, so
true.
huge disappearing at the horizon. And what
That's
is it doing the sun is just disappearing at our vanishing point. This is our vanishing point.
exactly. But it's continued. There are things behind the sun behind. Everything is behind, but it's just blocking us. It's just blocking the light, the opaque light, right?
Yes, like we see in our example. In our example, when you try to do this record, and everybody can try, when you do this record, everything that is close to you hides what is there.
Rise. Yes, rises up. Whatever thing is closer to you, if you put the camera on the ground, you see it's a flat level, but when you keep the camera down, it rises.
Even if it's not exactly flat, the people say it's not exactly flat. Okay, maybe it's 20 centimeters not flat, because when we see the place is flat. This is the place. You can see it's flat.
Yeah. Yes. So the same phenomena is happening on the
This is
beach.
exactly
On
flat. When
yes,
you take the measure, this measure looks flat, and we stand up there and you see it's flat. When you put the camera at the floor is totally covered.
True. So also the ships, no, when the ships are going too far, the same thing is happening. The ship is there, but it's just going out of the point of escape, no?
Vanishing point, right.
Exactly.
Right. The chip is there. The only problem is that is after our vanishing point. That is reason because disappear the part of the chip that is going down. That the low part of the chip this disappear first. The
Yes,
first
correct.
part disappear first because the first part is what goes to the vanishing point first. You know
Yes,
the, the
yes. This is what the people have to understand, that the ship is still there. The only thing is happening that the light of the waves nearer to you is reaching to your eyes because it's
first
opaque and
the
is blocking the ship. But the ship is there because
right.
if you zoom in, you can see the ship.
Yes, and not exactly because if your camera is in his vanishing point, because the vanishing point is something that has everything,
Exactly. Yeah.
telescopes, cameras, cell phone,
Binoculars. Binoculars.
binoculars, everything has a vanishing point. That is one
True.
reason, because maybe some difference looking at the space are not so correct, because they are not considering this problem about the vision.
Exactly. The optical of the conic vision that is converged to one point. Yeah.
Yes, you think the sun is here, but the truth is the sun is here. It's not here. You just see like that because your vision is moving down to the vanishing point. So when you see the moon here, it's not exactly here. Maybe it's a little lower. You
True. True.
understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's happen the same with everything. It's not exactly there. We are looking in everything. We must remember it's our mind that builds the world around us. Our mind. So things are not exactly there. Is our understanding of the world. Our eye captured light and
True.
and understand this light and send to our brain, and our brain try to create an image. So it's not exactly real what we see.
Exactly, and it's not that if the your vision is rising or setting doesn't mean that it have the Earth have convex or concave. You know, it's only the optics. We have to understand that that is the 22 degrees that your vision rise. It takes your half of your vision from ground level and from the top.
Yes, this
Exactly.
is very easy to understand for everybody who likes to draw. You know,
Yeah,
artists
artist.
understand very well this. They
This
try to build
concept.
the world understanding how it works, and they understand there is a horizon and vanishing point, and they can draw. Look at this.
Exactly, this image, for example, the lights are reaching even from the horizon. You see how it converges, and you don't see 3D beyond that. Why? Because it's all converging together. You know,
Yeah,
and the light is reaching you to first.
we know this house is big. It's bigger than us, our eye, but at this point, this just vanish. Everything vanish at this point. And what is exactly this measure? Uh, triangle calculate. Look at this. Well, the science says that normally the vanishing point is at the sea, that is a perfect place, is around 4.5, 4.7 kilometers. So this measure is about 4.7 kilometers. You understand?
Yeah, the observation, right?
Right. This is 90 degrees. This is 22 degrees. We can consider 22. We can consider 22. So we can
Yes,
try to measure what is the size of the mountain that is covering your eyes.
yes, with the help of these measurements.
4.5, 90 degrees, 22. This is 0, 0, 48, 58, 58, 58. 60, 70, no, 60, 68, 60, 80, 90, 90, 90. Right. Oh, 4.7. Look at this. 1,899 meters is the sign of the mountain when you look at the sun. So it's like you are stand up in front on a small mountain of 1.8 kilometers.
Wow.
That is the reason because anything that is not over this point, you cannot see. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Even if it's continue flat, the terrain is flat, but you cannot see because of this, right?
Right, exactly. And the people don't understand this, but by example, you know the Everest, right? You cannot
Yeah,
see the Everest to 300 kilometers. Photographers
yeah,
said, if you are 300 kilometers, you don't see the Everest. Why? How can be possible? The Everest is just 300 kilometers away and measure 8.3
8 kilometers.
kilometers.
Yeah,
So
kilometers.
huge. And no, nobody can see because after some point of view, it just disappear. After 5, 6 kilometers, it must be huge to look at this.
Exactly, and this is what is happening. Also, is this know that your own vision is not letting you see beyond that 22 degrees. So even if you have a smaller mountain, you won't able to see it beyond 22 degrees.
This can change a little, but in all our measures, the horizon is going to the vanishing point around 22, 24 degrees. So probably everybody can do his own try, his own test, and understand that is the reason because moon and sun gets heights in the horizon.
This is the real reason. I think this also works in every place, right? In a desert, everywhere, no? Should be the same effect.
Yes, we try in CD, we try at the sea because
Um,
it's more perfect. And yes, we have been trying, and this is the real reason because looks like sun and moon gets heights in the horizon, but the horizon is not at 0 degrees. Is a lot higher than that. So, well,
exactly.
that's true, my friends. Everybody that need to do a questions or can, can confront this idea, can do it, can write to us, and we will try to explain our point of view, uh, because we understand that it's real bit, but I normally speak Spanish, so it's not so easy to me to explain. I hope that you understand my
Yes.
explanation.
No. You're doing a really great job. William Bow says Brian Merlin did a video on perspective.
What?
There's a comment that's saying Brian Merlin, it was a person in Flat Earth community that is missing, and he did a video. I don't know if he have the same findings, but the comment says that he also did a video on perspective. Yeah, Brian, what we are doing here is not only the perspective that we here have to understand that this 22 degrees thing is very important because that's what is hiding everything: the sun, the moon, the ships, the mountains, everything. That's because of our conic vision. And through lining up to the 22 degrees is when you are lined up with the real horizon, right, Celino?
Right, exactly. That is the reason because get heights is because this is creating some kind of mountain in front of your eyes. But the light is traveling to you. But the problem is all the other lights comes before. That is the reason because you don't see. It's not because the light is not coming to your eye. The real reason is because all this light comes before and covers everything that is after the vanishing point. So, well, I
True.
think that, and I hope that you understand about our point of view, and this is to share with the community and understand better the reality of the world that we are living.
Exactly. There is no curvature, there is no convexity, concavity to the earth. It's just our vision. What let us see the horizon in a way we see it. So thank you, Celino, for coming and sharing your research with us. Really appreciate.
Thank you so much, Vika, and I'm glad to be here. You can let me any question, okay? At the future, I will bring more information that I see that is not in the English language, because everybody is doing studies. I have some friends, some Portuguese friends that are doing very good research. We are doing some research too in the Spanish community. So all the communities of the world are sharing this information, and we are creating a new science, a more real science.
And yes, we invite anybody who think have really interesting things which could help the community. You are welcome to join the panel, and even your opinions and your ideas you want us to share also. Please, you all are welcome. And this the Earth is flat, people. It's nothing. It's not a globe. So what we learned today here is we try to understand how horizon works. We learn how our conic vision converge everything to a point of escape. And like seeing 3D up to 10 meters and beyond, everything is 2D. Also, seen that. So how everything below 22 degrees from point of the observer is not visible, even though it's there. That's because the light reflecting from the object near to us reaches first, then the object further. Hope this helps our flat Earth community understand the horizon a little bit better. Please try out these observations and experiments by yourself and please share with us. So thank you, Celino, and thank you everyone who are joining us and the one who are going to watch this later. And what we have for next week? Well, for next week, there's a very big misconception. First one is in the flat earth community about why the sky is blue. And most of the flat earthers think the sky is blue because of the water above the dome. Okay. The second misconception is that the arc of the rainbow is due to the dome, but it's also a misconception. But you want to know why? What are the real reasons for this? So make sure you tune in next week episode of Truth in Plain Sight Live. Thank you, Salino, for joining.
Thank you
Your
very
last
much.
word.
And if anybody speaks Spanish too, can follow me in our YouTube page. Sabna nada tiene sentido. I share a lot of Spanish information too.
Exactly. It's a great channel, and please do subscribe to him. He's awesome content. Thank you, Celino, and thank you, everyone. This is your host, Vika, signing out from Tooth in Plain Sight Live. Have a great weekend. Bye.
The Zoom help to uh, takes the vanishing point after. What makes a zoom is move this escape point further. That is
True,
what do
true.
the zoom. So you're looking the same, so just a little longer. It's not infinite. So this is our vanishing point. Assume just can move the vanishing point a little after. That's it.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend, and see you next week for the next episode of Truth in Plain Sight Live.
Bye bye, my
Thanks.
friend.